Habe ich gespeichert in Hollow Knight? Jetzt ist es zu spät. Wahrscheinlich habe ich gespeichert. Vermutlich. Na. Wird schon. Loading. Continue. So. Oh nein. Old hack. Old bag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think a guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if you wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Producer Vaches. I was wondering about Dish Vaches, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets away. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vaches tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like a dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ugh! I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you would drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling me a criminal, a thief. I won't forgive this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. I guess they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found a bottle of sleeping pills, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Oh, sorry, Paul. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, Paul. Traces thereof. The plate. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills, how? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the applicant. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces it will change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, Paul. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Snake plate added to the court record. Nice. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, Paul. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Paul, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What was Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crashed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, Paul. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crashing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found a victim, Jack Hammer's prints in the bottle. So that means Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the code record. Ich würde draußen ein Kind schreien. Oh Gott. And the dressing rooms like this are kinda lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He will be fine. Yeah. There's a box of snacks on the table. They must give this to employees. It's completely empty. I can feel my eyes burning into the back of my neck. Okay. There's an area of cosmetics here. This is the wig used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Wow, you remembered, Nick. Thanks to you. Mr. Powers back. I hope WP can pick up some. Can come pick it up himself soon. Soon. Okay. Irgendwie war, dass man hier drin noch was finden könnte, aber dann dem scheint wohl nicht so der Fall zu sein. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vachess. Hello? Hello? Maya, you should at least try to propel it. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently? Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fake blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. Ich werde endlich, was wirklich der Mörder wäre. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Du bist mir eine große Hilfe. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting the rare card she needed. This is where they had that meeting. The documents and paper cups they gathered around. Looks like they were designing a setup to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spent. Okay, das hatten wir schon alles, ne? Oh my god! Ah, wow! Hatten wir auch schon. So, ist hier drin was? Nothing in there that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you, look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Miss Oldbeck, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much. Achso, weil. Wo muss ich hin? Well, we can be pretty sure WP did a take a nap here, like you said. I'm not sure being drugged counts as taking a nap. It's locked. No. Wo muss ich hin? Okay. The Mask of Global Studios apparently is Mr. Monkey. This is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, I'm still young. Nick, when you start saying this, I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I'm still young! Wee. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick! Well, schon das to me! Ist jetzt hier was drin? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this on. One in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. This is where Salmonella and Debauchess ate. There's nothing left on the plate. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know. Can't say that I do. Wie gesagt, wo sind die Knochen? So pretty. This is the number in Cody's photograph, and to think if he hadn't brought the photograph in, don't get all teary-eyed yet, sagt die Richtige. Wo muss ich hin? Ich habe mittlerweile schon alles angeschaut, was geht. Mann, das ist so nervig hier unten. Don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer still see a samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing a costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Was war das gerade für ein Bildlag? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP, Powers, right. Dann gehen wir mal zu ihm. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe the grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. Haha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vachess? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say that she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vachess's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows his name is Sal Manella. I hear he is pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can't imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Wow, Nick. Wow. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I was started in this business. But it just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vachess came to Global. 5 years ago? Das wollte ich nicht. Hier wollte ich hin. Ich bin nicht also der größte Fan vom Rumlaufen, muss ich sagen. Aha. Triggered. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He saw the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vachess, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He would do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirty talk? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set in the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids show anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio's bigwigs don't want to Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they will be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love to Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vachesse, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vachesse asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If you will talk. Ja. Natürlich wird sie reden, ne? Ich meine, das ist doch voll die nette. What? Just slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over from me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think McDonald's is what it is today? Hammer! It's all due Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Nicht gut. Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nick. Penny Nichols, the assistant we talked to. Alright. Anyway, we heard about that accident. It was during the filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnapper! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer has stolen Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do we have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume, I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Olberg, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Ja, indirekt. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does it prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's it prove that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldback? Okay, you win. I talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldback? You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vachesse. She has ties to the Mafia. Natürlich. She silenced the paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldback? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldback. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in the studio too? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He punched the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Warum hat er einen Baseballschläger in der Hand? Und warum ist der Typ da links eine Frau? Fragen wir Fragen. Ist das ein Mann? Ich habe keine Ahnung. But how did they get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the record. So. Wasches. Du musst mir einiges erklären, junge Dame. Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Oldback. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldback, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vashes, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Ich will sterben, nein. You came. Well then, what was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vashes, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing Cat's show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but he used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't put anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause, you pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Sie schwitzt ein bisschen. Where is the proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years upon a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought the photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. That's why she had the photo. She's no fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you will have to miss it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should the Vashes care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, I race away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, Paul. Diva Chess, you're coming down to the president with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in Kurt. I have been looking forward to it. Oh, ich liebe dich, Ummel. Hey, you okay, Paul? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, Paul. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Diva Chess. To be continued. Dun, 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 dun. So, final day. Oktober 20, 10 Uhr. District Court Room Nummer 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Wait mal ganz kurz. So, besser. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opposing statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory of this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Diva Chess to the stand. Oh, das geht ja einfach. Miss Diva Chess is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Diva Chess, I'm a producer for Global Studios. Ich glaube, das war die erste, die sich einfach komplett vorgestellt hat, und zwar richtig normal. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in the Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ich glaube, der Fall mag Edgeworth nicht so ganz. Very well, Miss Chess. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I will catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Du Lümmel. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk what with that monkey's head topping over. Manella used his van to drive for Chess to Studio 1 after the meeting on the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Ich hab no Ahnung, was ich tun muss. Einfach mal pressen. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears. Alter, der Arme. Der kommt mir nicht zur Ruhe. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting had ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does it mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. And what were you doing during the time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. So then I had T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak... Well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she would say it a little more. It's hard, I think. She's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Ich habe eine Idee, weil, wie gesagt, da ist ein Knochen drauf. Huh, at a Taft. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on a table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Mr. Chess and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Okay. Ich möchte einmal ganz kurz anmerken, dass es ein beschissener Beweis ist. Denn man kann den Knochen einfach nehmen und ihn in die Mülltonne werfen. Oder sonst irgendwo hinwerfen. Aber okay. Mr. Chess, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat a steak. You didn't eat any steaks during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vachette doing during a break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Salmonella. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Oh no! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vachette left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunts are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Wishes. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, a samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? So ganz einfach. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but... Silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there's proof I did not have a spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Was ich mir jetzt gerade frage... Ja, der hat Gliederband dran, ja. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrested it away from him? Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey Nick, look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the current record. Is there something in the data that gets to you? Ja. Ja, nämlich das hier. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Something odd about the samurai spear. Wait! Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well. I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. What? Ugh. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used a samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not a murder weapon. What? Muss ich den Hit nicht nehmen, oder? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene in a run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I am the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not a murder weapon, then pray tell what that was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what a weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see the murder weapon then. Nick! Think about this some more. Huh? Think? Please. How could it possibly have been the murder weapon? She has a point. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. Nothing. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Okay, es gibt eine Mörderwaffe anscheinend. Nick! end. Look at this photo. Oh! Ja. Daran habe ich jetzt nicht gedacht. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! We cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 PM on the day of the murder. Miss Devachesse meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died as a trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that they carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Would Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death? Then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Doch, es war genug Zeit. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do that deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vachesse, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used a studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. It was pretty good, so I had Saul take me. There was a van in there, right? I had Saul drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vachesse could have done it alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vachesse, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost, something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean? Debachess, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, you're tough. Of course, it is the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I will be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I would like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all that there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You would ask you the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Namiya, kommst du jetzt raus? It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vachess. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I requested a witness testify again. You are the prosector, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vachess repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo... I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, what did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbeck, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbeck was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting though, now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find a key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Ich bin gerade echt froh, dass sie nochmal an einem anderen Tag zu machen als gestern. Weil das wäre echt gestern ein langer Stream geworden. I was with Sal and Oldbeck, the security lady. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so let's say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studios? They weren't there yet. Well, Then you could have put a hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue their testimony. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Mr. Chess? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at locations no one noticed he was missing. Wow. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Mr. Chess, you may continue. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oldback, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the steel samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's words? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective the photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one take with a security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide what the police will and won't question. Thankfully the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus they covered it for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all this big meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The scripts and your direction notes? Yes, they are quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. We couldn't think of rehearsing after that. Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Mr. Chess, please continue. Oh, Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Okay. Huh? Think. Mrs. Chess said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have met to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Danke, das wollte ich auch gerade sagen. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vachess, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the protection is in cohorts with defense? What kind of code is this? No matter. I think you misunderstand me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change their testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any reaction scenes, so I left him behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Cell. He told me. Cell the director? You have to find something to practice on her here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him! Nein, ich will nicht holen, verdammt. Ah! You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through at that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured, he saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vachess, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eye. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on a Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vachess, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in a Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Hallo, Jak. Order! Order! Jak is here! Order! Witness! Ein Headset will nicht auf meinem Kopf bleiben. Ich hasse das. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vachess. Very well. I have a question for you. Urk. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he would fall on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Fuck yeah. Okay. I have proof and I will show it. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vachette's motive in this murder. Ist das schon wieder das Bild? Nein. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vachette? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Vachette's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighted him down, no doubt. However, you, Vachette, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Vachette, not the other way around. What motive would Mr. Vachette have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I've never get rid of useful men, it's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vachette's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Ms. Vachette's motive. This is my proof. And this tells us why Ms. Vachette wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I would say all it proves that the attorney has completely lost his mere marbles. Urk. Mr. Wright! And Aua. Nick, we were so close. Think this one through, please. I ask you again, please explain Ms. Vachette. Sie muss ein Motiv gehabt haben. Oder warte. Kurz nachschauen. Ist es schon wieder das Bild? Nee. Ich versuch's aber nochmal, was soll's. Oder? Ich mach mal jetzt erstmal kein Motiv. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vachette did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vachette. What? What? Your Honor. Das ist so einfach, ne? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vachette, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. Ich wusste, sie bricht noch die Dinge, die Stange da. Ich will immer Lümmel sagen. Die Zigarette, Zigarre, was auch immer. So, damit mal ganz kurz Configure Camera, Autofokus aus und ich bin glücklich. So, You did it to, you did to, what? So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah, Mr. Chess! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Mr. Chess, please try to remain calm. No, no! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Mr. Chess. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Oh, das war ihre Liebe. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Chess? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Will Powers not guilty. Das ist all. Das Code ist adjourned. Ich muss ehrlich sagen, dass man einen Fall gewinnt, in dem man nichts weiß, ist großartig. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume, it's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vachess, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Because you were a Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in the kids show and as a villain too, boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Und ich auch. Congratulations, WP. Oh, oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Nun, naja. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick Edgeworth. Oh Gott, ihn von einer... Okay, das ist gerade wie in einer... hallo Edgy. Kommst du öfters her? Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Ich mag ihn. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vachess would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Oh my god! It's the fanboy! Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am settled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Aber Husbando. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Fanfictions? Tell me! And so the certain curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was a talk of the town. Thankfully, Glow Studios rethought this programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they would seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and the assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they will show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real willpowers. Pink Princess mit Willpower. Die Ende. So. Dun, dun, dun. Turnabout Goodbye. Okay. Da ist ein Penner mit einem Papagei, trauriger, deprimierter Edgeworth, irgendwie, keine Ahnung, Graf Dracula und da unten ist irgendein Paparazzo. Okay. Nun. Next, würde ich sagen, ne? Oh oh. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You have suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year! Nein! Wait. Okay. Ich bin ja kein Fan davon, dass sie den Mörder zeigen. Aber ich bin mir nahezu 100% sicher, dass es nicht Edgy war. Bitte lass es nicht Edgeworth gewesen sein. Bitte nichts. Hey Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course! I expect I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh darn. Sorry about that, but them's is the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gertie, in the tip of the head to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its name's Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gertie is the real deal. Boring. Can I show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure is kind of low in the shower. You want more pressure, huh? Alter! Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, fake blood is no aid in detection sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrence continue at Gord Lake, but this time it's murder! Gord Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended, sources inside the police department revealed. The suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was a guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes, Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in the murder. What? When? Where? Who? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out Nick. Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Miss Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right, we need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. Tolle Hilfe bist du ja. 15. Dezember. Ho, ho, ho. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. Not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Hi. Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he isn't in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh when we get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time. We can't spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey? Sure, you got lucky and 1 out of 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need reader skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick! Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gord Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth? You didn't really... Gertie. Huh? I went to see Gertie. Gertie? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up, not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they would lose. It occurred to me that it might be with my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you to involve in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Bleib hier, geh nicht weg. Also nicht, dass du weggehen könntest. Gird Lake, park entrance. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gird Lake is in the middle of this park. You can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Omel over there? Well, Paul? There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot! The trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Omel is mad. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, Paul. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kinda scary today. Recruits. Puh. Hey, you're that hairy guy. Hairy Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? Just what are you doing here, Paul? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it! He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Naja, sein bester Freund, Edgeworth, is in danger. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, Paul? No. Well, okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Head in the... what? Never mind, I will tell you. It happened last night about 50 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Guard Lake. In that boat there were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not, it's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right, who cares what the witness says? I care! You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. Danke. If you defended him and lost, your reputation will be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, Paul, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, Paul. You should have heard him talking about you after the trial. He kept saying right, over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't you want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, Paul, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they will turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. It was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I've forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir. Not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, Sorry, Paul. I guess you heard I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head back? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it for myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, Paul. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, Paul. So what shall we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh hey, Detective Gumshoe! What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, Paul. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have the time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. Ich will nur was trinken, ey. Mann, labert doch nicht so viel. Sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families and picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. I feel winter's chill from the bare-leaved trees today. What is it about the winter that turns people into pots? I don't know what my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Nein, für dich. Bloop. December 25, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. Wowzers! This is Gourd Lake? Yep. Not sure it warrants wowzers though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? Natürlich. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're all a little behind the times though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like you know. Nope. Huh? Someone left some poppers here. You know, you put a string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. Take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd it go? Into my pocket. Poppers put in pocket. A classic party noisemaker. Pull a string, it goes BANG! Not very clue-worthy. Wer weiß. Ich meine, ich denke, Folgendes ist passiert. Der Scharfschütze, der Scharfschütze, der Witness ist ein Scharfschütze, hat den Typen abgeschossen und hat dann Peng gemacht mit so einem Popper. Damit halt, falls Leute in der Nähe wären, einen Peng gehört hätten. Warum auch immer. Und das wollte dann Edgeworth in die Schuhe schieben. Das ist meine Meinung. Und wie gesagt, Edgy ist unschuldig, denn er ist mein Klient, noch nicht. Aber wenn er mein Klient sein wird, dann ist er unschuldig. A hot dog stand is closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Leerer Mülleimer. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd actually, but that's not just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Huh? I almost didn't see the signpost. Left boat dogs, right exit. Huh. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guards camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might have known something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Ich will kurz anmerken, steht no camping. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. This surf has seen better days. Findest du? It's standing all over. Findest du? I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Findest du? Boah, der ist hier fast gegen den Baum gekracht hier. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadows where the sunlight can't reach them. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No, no. I was just wondering why are camping pots and pans made of aluminium? They didn't talk about it in any of the law books. So there's no law saying that they have to be made out of aluminium then. I am not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on the street. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool, let's try it out. Cough. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? These party poopers? Oh! Well, it responded. Yow! Hey, you! Get your hands up there over that! Eek! What in it, Sam Hill? Look what he done! There goes the whole roll of film! What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry, it's nice, but it don't pay my bills. You all know how much a roll of that film costs. I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking instead of a party poop at a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know you all Yanks think. You say that southern folks talk with that executive drawl the way they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Dick, help. And who are you now, her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what you're all gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Okay, you see I'm changing the film on my camera here. Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used the roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. What? Can you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone... this is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Yeah, ain't gonna try and pull on one of the lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have you all know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't you all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too, you all can come out of hiding now, I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I will be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart. Okay. But you all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night at Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Do you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one, I'm not sure though. Yeah, I gotta remember I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke 'em all. Kinda hard to remember which I've seen when. So what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Academic research student come to you. Right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat! Nick is a research student at the university come to you. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let's see, I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors, yep, meteor shows. Falling stars? That's quite a camera you have there. You all better know it. It's German made. Genian Solingen. Isn't that what they make nice? So what's that device you have stuck on the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh that make triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up a loud noise right now. A programmable camera? Neat. What does camera added to the code record? December 25, boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop, closed for Christmas it seems. I guess the murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There's some boats floating in the dock. Was one of the boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Wie ist ja viel. Okay. Hier ist auch nichts mehr, dann... December 25, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting, larceny, public indecency? No, none of those things. We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh yeah, he's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out in any time soon. Okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that? Do I look like a criminal or something? It's at the detective's desk. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're lots tittier than I've expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Kurt Lake? Kurt decided? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Is it the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I get him assigned the mascot of the criminal affairs department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's not that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your mama could see you now, she would be crying. Break and spit it out, you low-life scumbag. You must be doing imagine training for integrations. Okay. Yeah, done. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate some elsewhere. But Nick... Hallo Chris. Ist hier noch irgendwas? Nope. Moment. Plastic benches, I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat it on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Lotta, yeah. So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we were researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, you all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I will have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken last night. I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them though. But what if we got something? It could be a witness to a genuine murderer. Yeah! Let me go check that film. You all come back now, you heard? She went inside her suit. I guess we should have come back later. Okay, dann gehen wir mal. Hier ist nix. Omel, bist du da? Omel ist da. Oder? I guess Omel is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, Paul. Detective Omel! Just finished the meeting, for better or worse. Get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do we know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. Edgy, why? Oh. Ich sehe gerade, ich bin glaube ich beim Autohaus von Kai dabei. Hallo Leute bei Kai. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, Paul. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's a human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why could anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial starting tomorrow is scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, Paul. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Ummel. Detective Ummel. Or Ummel. Ummel. How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other and that's how it works. Working relationship? Relationship. See, Mr. Edgeworth will always get his defendant declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, Paul. We've got to earn the trust he places in us. Hallo, Wheeler. Oh. Lass mich raten, Wheeler. Sie bezahlen mit Kleingeld. Oh, oder sowas. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 20... Das ist ja ein toller Autopsie-Report, muss ich sagen. Ich meine... er sagt halt literally nix aus. Außer er wurde erschossen. Geil. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Wenn es sein Vater ist, ne? Someone you know? I don't know. Gott sei Dank. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. So, zurück zum See. Zurück hier. Ich bin halt immer noch kein Fan vom Rumlaufen, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Hey y'all! Lotta! Wait a sec, we got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Wait. Warum 2? Warum 2? Also wenn es für jeden Schuss nur 1 macht, dann ist es nicht richtig. Hey, this is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting with the pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Oh wow. Mein Beileid, Wheeler. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle the bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Curse. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. I reckon so. What's that? How now? Don't y'all go trying to mock my accent? I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can you all see I'm kinda busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I would sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta. Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they will let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo added to the court record. Nun, was jetzt? Oh. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Scheiße. Ich war ein unartiges Kind dieses Jahr. Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Oh, es ist Dingens, Buzz. Nick, you know Santa? Whoa, Nick and Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry. Ach, Larry hieß er. Butzer hieß er aber mit Nachnamen. What are you doing here? It's obvious I'm working my day job. I said samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Kianze deserves the best. Kianze? Not another model, I hope? Oh, Kianze's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wore this costume. She was all, you go girlfriend, you know? What? She brought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume! She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who is she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister, it's my oldest sister. I'm my oldest sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. God damn it, Larry. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianze, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof! Oh, das tut weh. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kiance's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model, I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. Trials tomorrow. Huh? Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Wow, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, dude! Murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course! Edgy was in the same class as us in the grade school. Oh! What? Entschuldigung. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are there samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the game and you got and you go girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. With the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gertie. Gertie? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Okay, jetzt bin ich interessiert. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like his father. Oh, like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Oh! Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecution attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak, who were unable to defend themselves. Man, He used to go on and on about the man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind though. Do you know, Nick? Nick? What's Gertie? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gertie. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster, a real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. This is nasty. No, this is Gertie, Wheeler. Gertie. I set the camera to automatic and when we go into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. Huh. 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 Wait. Wann wurde Gertie gefunden? Wann wurde Gertie gefunden? War das am 24.? Followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. Oh. Die Zahnräder rattern gerade in meinem Kopf. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry? Could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That will be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Good article added to the courtyard. Courtyard? Court record. Hier sehen wir noch nichts, okay. So, ist mir egal, was du sagst, Edgy. Oh, du bist nicht da, scheiße. Not a gumshoe inside. If you're looking for Detective Ummel, he's in a questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. Lotta Hart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? So viel dazu. Expensive looking camera faces the lake. Next to it is a large microphone and a blue plastic sheet. Looks like a computer is attached to the camera. Ein Stock. Okay. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wo ich hin muss. Maya, hilf mal. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I was expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Oh, das Gemälde fällt immer noch. Oh. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Oh, you're Mia something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Oh, and you're Mia something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. But you're still illegal, you're 17. You've come to look at like your sister, you know. Naja, bisschen weniger Brüste, bisschen kleiner und naja, weniger Charme. Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir. Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. Guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to the painting? Oh yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just dessert. Old bitter desserts. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Oh! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Tja. Talk, old man, talk! Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. I do not need a microphone. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. Oh! More story. DL6? What does that sound so familiar? Alter, Phoenix, das ist nur ein paar Monate her. Das ist Mias größter Fall. Du vollkommener... Ich will jetzt nichts Böses sagen. Arsch! Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial of Mia's murder. Digga! It was the incident where the police were so at loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. Musik. Pepe, please. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I would hear that name again. But wait. What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. Alter, kann es bitte noch mehr Zufälle geben? Also Zufälle. On another note, Gregory, lul. So nennt man eine Heuschrecke. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he will talk to you. Wait! This is a photograph of my mother! Misty Face Photo added to the card record. Lösen wir jetzt in diesem Fall vielleicht den DL6-Incident? Das wäre echt geil. What's this? I was hoping you would got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Look at this woman! Look at her! It's probably not your mother, but she could be. Edgeworth. It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Boobs OS! The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gold Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought the terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28. Also, entweder... Wobei, wir haben eine 25, es wird eh ein 3-Tage-Trial. The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Okay, 2-Tage-Trial, let's go. Nick, what does it mean? When a case statute of limitations runs out legally, the case has never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view, nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'll be about 15 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It would be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So what, was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. What's going on here? What's wrong, detective? This white lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to you all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, Paul? Not so hard. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, Paul? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You're trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire a pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from a photo what is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said It will drop this quality a mile, but it should let us see Wu's Wu. She can do that? Okay, so that's going to be a enlarged photograph that shows Edward in the act. Great, just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happens to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. Cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asking for to file the paperwork. But you still got time, Paul. Go talk to him again, for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, Paul. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Ummel glaubt an uns. Your attorney's badge? I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. Oh. Well, what should we do? The police have pretty much made up their minds that Mr. Edgeworth did it, and Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us anything. I guess we could go look for clues down by the lake. Right. Well, penny for your Tuft. Tuft. Yeah, why not? Why won't Mr. Edgeworth tell us anything? And why did they refuse to ask for our help? What a jerk. Ich hab keine Ahnung, wo ich hin muss. Schade da da da. So this is the moment the crime took place, huh? Yes. You can really say for sure it's Edgeworth. Not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. Wohin? Okay, das ist halt nur das Gleiche. Hey Paul, there's only one thing I want to see from you. That's the letter of request from Mr. Edgeworth for you to be the defender's attorney. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything I want to say about that. What's that? I'm in the mood for the idle banter, right? Who would have thought that it would be as photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Nah. We could have guessed this day would come. Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. Also entweder für den letzten Fall oder irgendwas in der Kindheit. Etwas davon. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Nice. Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake? Nick, it's a big one. Wow, it's coming down. Phew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There! He's on the floor and the ball shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up. Let's go. Okay. Das war jetzt einfach nur ein Erdbeben, damit er nicht mehr reden muss, ja? Okay. Was ein Bullshit, ey. Das Plot-Erdbeben, ey. Look what they got. You did it, Paul. Glad I waited till the last minute to fill out papers. I rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, Paul. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you've mentioned it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Oh nein, ein Trauma aus der Kindheit. Then again, I only really got to know him in the 3rd grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. December 26, 9:40 AM. District Court, Different Levy number 2. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Leck mich, ich bin raus hier. Tschüss, Leute. Na, just kidding. Mach mal Licht an. Lul. He's a god of prosecution. Right, a god. Not a single case? He will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Also wie du. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he will really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty. What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what a bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26, 10 AM, District Court Room Number 3. Okay, von 2 zu 3, okay, alles klar. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got a judge scared. Oh god. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. That is decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing of course, it should be fine. The prosecution may call his first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call a detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late at Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 AM, she heard 2 pistol shots. Eben, das meine ich halt. 2 Schüsse. Nicht einer, 2. Das ist das Wichtigste. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead maps added to the courtyard. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam your down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. The rest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see, very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Okay. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Alter, seine Stimme, ey. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. The testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, Lotta Hart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and you arrived at the lake? Well, I would say it was about 3 minutes. It's nicht mehr 3 Minuten, oder? That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Alter. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Alter. So much to look forward to these days. This is not time for detecting the daydreaming. Continue! Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when we saw them? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, right? Really? Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why did you think he was suspicious? You should know. When you have a deep, trusting relationship with a prosecutor, detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Musings? Deep, trusting, poppycock. Hat gesagt. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective in the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue. No! But the next morning the body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? The pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Sick. He has the same evil love as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. I accept it into evidence. The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. Okay. Ich bin verwirrt. Es wurden 2 Schüsse gehört, die Pistole wurde 3-mal abgeschossen. Okay, das wird knifflig. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does it mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Sick. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine the ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Der Judge weiß alles, nur nicht den Fall oder alles andere. Order! This is bad. Entschuldigung, das kommt erst morgen mit bad. Übrigens, wer ist hyped auf morgen? Ich bin's. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after recess. which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on it with it, man. Yes. This could take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this code anyway? Ich meine, ich freue mich einfach nur darauf, Karma so richtig eine rein zu zwiebeln, ne? Hast du morgen Turnier oder was, Wheeler? Magic Turnier was, glaube ich, oder? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on a murder weapon. That foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. Friday Night Magic. Ich habe nur Ahnung von Magic, deswegen versuche gar nicht jetzt was zu erklären. Ich kenne mich ein bisschen mit Yu-Gi-Oh! Und das war's. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone to that? Say, Maya. Huh? Well, what? Any progress with Mia? Sorry, it's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Alter, Nick. Phoenix. Also Mädchen Hearthstone, ja? Gut. No, of course not. I need you here. Oder Spellbooks, Kappa. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's stuff that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about rights or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately, but you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, 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 right? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Pop. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Oh, nicht Lotta. Ayo. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You all need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't an area thing on the lake or the boat, but the boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. It looks like they were very moment of the murder. Mach mal nicht mit Blitzen, Wheeler. Wirf mal lieber, keine Ahnung, Wattebällchen oder so. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard a shot. There were no other boats in that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Ich bin immer noch ich frage mich immer noch, wie er gestorben ist. War es ein Sniper? War es Selbstmord? War es Karma? So viele Fragen! Yes, it was a defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, 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 I will have order! Pizza. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds a defendant. Wait, Your Honor! Ich liebe übrigens diese Danger-Musik gerade. Also die halt immer wieder läuft, die super toll. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? Naja, die Waffe, die dreimal abgeschossen hat. This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in your testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in the testimony? Yep. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him out. Nicht out. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine this witness. Sick. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Gott, Judge. So, wo haben wir es denn? Oder auch nicht. Scheiße, ich bin am Arsch. Au. Mist! Hä? Moment, okay. Okay. Wir machen mal das Einfachste und holen erstmal für eine Weile. Also pressen. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Ah, yeah, well, yes. Alter, seine Stimme, ey. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope the next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue the testimony. Why were you camping there, anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This is all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Verdammte Scheiße. What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection is sustained. Well, wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard the noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Could you have clearly seen the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-huh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, no meaningless battle. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country girl can be. That sounds pretty sure. But Enix, how come you're so sure? Objection! Oh, 9? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. Oh, that's what I am. Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But your honor! You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you will have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick. Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me! Dio! Maya. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire a pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it, I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Oh! Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Judge? I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. We're all alone. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant Hart that night? Of course, I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. Yeah, right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. You used the binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one be better good. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I am from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Oh, so once I was finished setting up. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with it at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting me answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope and binoculars for that? I've got doubts on you about your camera too. Was it really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. Mommy? If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on that lake, it's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. Grr. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many phone cameras objections I get. I'm going to go find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Okay. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah? Enough! There's no room for doubt in the testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many phone cameras objection I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Oh! Versuchen wir es mal. Schade. Your Honor, the test been done. Schade. War ein Versuch wert. Schade aber. Oh! Oh! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie, says Wu. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. Natürlich. Oh. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. It was Miss Hart trying to photograph the lake. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gertie? Ah, the sighting at the Gertie Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see your proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gertie. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gertie, the lake monster? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here this article about Gertie. According to this article, Gertie made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gertie, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gertie, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gertie, you got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey. But as she succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gertie for some reason, I know it. But what could I have... Ich hab doch keine Ahnung. Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gertie from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a researcher student at the university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hand and heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, across my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing to this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with not a pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. Ha, that would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at the time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Das ist ein ziemlich schwerer Fall, muss ich mal anmerken. Erstmal speichern. So. Also, Ahnung, was ich jetzt benutzen möchte, ist das hier. Aber ich mach trotzdem mal ein bisschen Druck. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm a high paladin enough to be called a manner of anything. An investigating photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO, just hanging in the sky. UFO? Ah, UFO. Also, no? Oder wie? Unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had sort of a relation. I knew it should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky business for a career. Is Gertie really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. Not sure that appearing on the local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Mr. Wright, this is so unfair, I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving on, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on the camera. Yep, borrowed it from our university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it's not a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. That's all I was. That's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-grade shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Oh, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually, Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Funkama, I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the board the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I do know, if she heard a bang and she thought Goody was out there, I kind of doubt she would waste any time looking at the boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies. Pops, I'm getting there. Is there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Funkama in any one way. There has to be something. Es muss hier sein. Es ist schwer. Okay. Trial and error, guys. Your Honor, that statement no critics is evidence. Nope, das ist nicht. Oops. Was mich jetzt irritiert, ist halt das hier. Denn das war ja Flash. Ich habe null Ahnung. Ich meine, an und für sich, dass das, wenn ich hier presse, dann heißt es wieder, dass es das hier, dass das Seltsame ist. Ah. Stimmt, stimmt. Ich meine, wenn sie ein lautes Geräusch hören sollte, müsste sie eigentlich aus dem Auto rausrennen. Weil sie ist ja da wegen Gertie. Ja, das gibt's den. Übrigens, hallo Luffy. Sorry, dass ich die erst bemerke. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Oh God. What? You all want to step over here and say that? You are camping at the lake to take a picture of Gertie. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gertie, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Oh, continue with you, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gertie, that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gertie might be out there, no? Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing? Really? I was just, I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. Warum sind eigentlich gefühlt 90% meiner Zeugen komplette Schwachmaten? This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got a photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting when there's... Right? That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day, shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Oh, sie war das für größer, lalalala. Stimmt. Stimmt, das ist nicht meine Zeugen, da war ja was. She enlarged the photo. Why won't Von Karma let us show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it will mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Show it me. Show it to me, baby. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has it enlarged not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you all talking about? You were the ones who told me not to show it in the court in the first place. You old fool. Oh! What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Oh, baby, please! Ich liebe diesen Track. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is firing in this. Oh! Oh! Was sehe ich denn da? Sehe ich da die linke Hand mit einer Waffe? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hey, hey! It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I will accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good this it has done on any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Ich habe ja zwei Möglichkeiten gerade. Ich bin jetzt ein bisschen verwirrt. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I will show the child what's strange about this photo. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Retro's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, PogChamp! Get fucked! Now that everyone in the courtroom is quiet down, after I shoot everyone down, I mean, what? I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. Hallo Keks übrigens. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. Ich hab keine Ahnung. Es war Butts! As we have seen there were no other people on the lake last night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry! There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! Warum lebt überhaupt alle noch? So, you're saying that this victim committed suicide? Es war der Judge selbst. Yes, Your Honor, I can't think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Verfickte, man hatte die Fresse! Mr. von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Time of death, sometime shot from explosion 1 meter away. Okay. Was ist, wenn der Typ geschossen hat, die Waffe runterfällt und noch einen Schuss ablöst? Oh mein Gott, das ist so dumm. Bitte das heißt nicht. Oh Gott, bitte nein. Oh. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceeding for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Ey, Chris, das ist Anime-Logik, die ich hier benutze. Die funktioniert hundertprozentig. Auch in diesem Spiel. Das ist kein Anime, ist aber egal. That is all. This court is adjourned. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If we didn't commit suicide, then boo. The shooter was about to meet our way too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go to check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? I loved her mom. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just say it how you really feel with her? Thanks, Edgeworth? I will question a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 2. Was mich hat immer noch irritiert. Es waren 2 Schüsse, aber von der Waffe wurden 3 abgefeuert. Irgendwas passt da nicht. Es passt da irgendwas nicht. Wo war der 3. Schuss? Wieso hat man den nicht gehört? To be continued. So. Wisst ihr, was jetzt echt gemein wäre? Wenn ich jetzt sagen würde, danke fürs Zuschauen. Wir machen die nächste Woche weiter. Ab morgen bis Sonntag, voraussichtlich, gibt's das hier. Wenn man es gerade in der Cam sehen kann. Sankey Zero. Sankey, ich habe keine Ahnung, wie man es ausspricht. Ja. Also, ich muss auch sagen, es tut mir selber ein bisschen leid. Ich will selber wissen, wie es weitergeht. Also, ja. Ich denke mal, Montag machen wir weiter. Morgen, wie gesagt, Sankey Zero. Die Demo haben wir ja schon gespielt. Das sind wir jetzt am Ende des ersten Kapitels. Ja. Wenn die Datenübertragung klappt, wenn sie nicht klappen sollte, dann gibt es Ace Attorney. Dann gibt es das am Samstag. Aber ich denke, es klappt schon, weil ich meine, ne? So, gut. Also, danke fürs Zuschauen. Hier geht's dann Montag oder Dienstag weiter. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich nächsten Montag vielleicht endlich mal Yoshi wieder weitermache, weil das ist ja auch noch offen hier. Leider. Ja, ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich schaue kurz, ob ich irgendwas zum Hosten habe. Ich hoffe. Irgendwas ist sicherlich online. Der ist... Nö. Wisst ihr was? So, fuck it. Ich aus der Switch für das Pokémon. Geht Pokémon spielen. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend. Man sieht sich morgen zu Sankey Zero. Und macht's gut. Schönen Donnerstag noch. Bye.